Hey guys, Tim from Huck Small Engine Repair and Sales here with the MTD yard man. I'm going to show you how to change the blade brake cable. This one unfortunately is seized up, happens a lot. Sometimes you can try to squirt PB blaster down there, but most of the time when they're coming apart and get frayed in there inside the jacket, it's just easier to replace, and the part is roughly $10 or less. You're going to need a needle nose plier. In this case, we're going to need a 1/4" drive for the shroud here. It's just easier to work with because the blade brake's back here. And then a small screwdriver to pop the clip out here. So let's get to it. All right, we are back. I'm going to take my 1/4" nut driver here, take these out. Like I said, it's just a lot easier to take this shroud off. This is totally doable without taking your shroud off. And some of the other models of mowers, every mower has a blade brake cable. Well, I don't want to say every because some of them have a different style engager, but 99% of them will have this blade brake cable on it. But every engine is different. You know, every shroud is different. Some of them have a big, huge gas tank here, and some blade brakes will be on the side. So that is worth noting. I don't want everyone to think that their mower should look just like this. I just want to pop this shroud off real quick. Okay. Now you can come back here. This is your actual blade brake. So when you pull the bail, which this one sees up, when you pull the bail, this should travel like this and pull off of this little tab here that's hooked up to the spark. Kills it on. And there's also an actual little brake pad in there that clamps right against the flywheel, so you can stop your blade almost immediately, just in case something happens. You go, whoa, and you let go of the bail. It's just a safety feature. So we're going to see, there's two tabs here. One tab right there and one tab right there. All you want to do is take a needle nose, squeeze on both sides of that tab, and pull towards yourself. And then this little groove right here, pull the cable right through there. And then these are called Z-bends. You just undo it like that. Now we have already cut the two zip ties that are on here, but zip ties are important just in case you're mowing by trees or bushes. You don't want this cable getting snagged. Now, we're gonna take our screwdriver, and there's just a little groove behind here, and just pry this off. Sometimes I like to come easy. See, there's just a stud piece in there, and that goes through that hole. And then this clamps around. That way you can put a lot of tension on it. So, take the Z-bend out up here. Now, we're gonna go find our replacement cable. Here we are. This is the Huck's parts room. We keep a lot of used parts. Lots of new ones though too. We do buy lots of new ones, but this is our parts area. We sell just parts individually too. We store cables in these stuffed tubes. It's just some 2-inch PVC. You know, cut 30 inches long. You can fit 10 or 15 cables in there. So to save a lot of time, we're going to match one of these up off camera, but you just really want to match up your jacket length, which is here to here, and then the actual lead, which is here to here. Now this one actually has an exceptionally long lead, so we need to make sure that it's almost the same. So we're gonna find our cable, and then we'll go back downstairs and slam around. We have another used cable here, but it travels just perfectly fine. As you can see, that travels just fine. That should do the trick. We do repair with used parts a lot. You know, the way the economy is. If we want people to get a good deal, we want to repair with used parts. Sometimes new ones, but lots of times used. So we're gonna install this. All right. So we're gonna take this Z-bend and put it right through this hole right here. Hopefully you can see that. Like this. Then you're going to stretch, take the cable and run it right through that little groove, and then these two plastic clips, just listen for the click. And you're clicked in. Now, you can run this up and put your other Z-bend in your bail. Put your other Z-bend in your bail here. And see, this is an exact fit cable. Thankfully, we had another set of handles up there that I was able to rob it off of. And then just click that in. That's all she wrote. And that's what's happening. So now you're able to run. The brake pad is off the flywheel. This bar right here is off of the grounding point. When you release it, it grounds out, so it kills the spark. and it presses that pad against the flywheel. So that's the importance of this. Otherwise, back in like the 70s and 80s, you didn't have this bell. It's called zone start. You just started your motor up, and you could leave it sitting there with the blade spinning. And lots of people lost their fingers and feet, unfortunately. So that's why they decided to do this safety feature. We'll go ahead and slam our shroud back on. This one actually has a little clip on the front, looks like. All right. So yeah, that's changing out a blade brake cable. And like I said, if you want to buy a new one, just beware. I suggest finding your actual model number on your mower. Serial number won't help you, but your model number will help you. And then find a parts diagram, and then get the actual cable. The parts diagram will just be a big, huge, exploded version of every single part on the mower. And then you can click on the cable, get that number and cross-reference it, and then just copy paste the number into Amazon or eBay. That's the easiest way. I guarantee you we could have found this cable brand new for $9 or $10. That's pretty cheap, but they like to seize up. I mean, gravity naturally is going to take all the water if it's stored outside, run right down into that jacket and just rust up. I mean, we've seen some nasty cables. So there we are. This cable travels fine. Customer is going to be happy. So we're good to go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Make sure you turn that bell on for notifications. We're just starting out our YouTube channel, but we've been mowing lawns for over 50 years, servicing and repairing mowers for over 40 years. So it just runs in our blood. I'm a third generation owner. We just like to work on small engines. So yeah, we're just starting a YouTube channel. Hope to see you on the other side.